Hey, it's Bill here. Premier League's back. I'm going to give you my predictions for the next block of games, which turns out to be I believe it's day 10. So the Premier League is starting back up. It's great. Again, there's night 10. I said day 10 because it's day for me in Canada, but night 10. Before I get into that, I'm going to show you how I did in the Super Series. Again, if you go back to my Super Series, I picked the top 10 players, or who I believed were 10 players that finished in the top 10, and I'm getting better as we go. I got half, so I got 5 out of 10. The ones that I got right were Dirk Van Dijvenbode, Jose de Souza, Michael Smith, Danny Noppert, and Luke Humphries. And the other ones I didn't get, but yeah, it was a good Super Series. Some really, really surprising results. We'll get into that when I get into my predictions. And so let's get into the predictions for night 10. Again, I did really well in the last couple of weeks. Did a couple 5 out of 5s in the Premier League before. Can't do 5 out of 5 anymore because we've lost Rob Cross and we've lost Glenn Durrant, so we're down to 4 games. They've also increased the legs, so by 2, so it's a best of 15. So you can, or sorry, best of 14, or goes to 14 legs, so you can have a 7-7 tie. But the first one 8 wins. So first game up, I believe is going to be a great one. Johnny Clayton, James Wade. Both of them didn't go to the Super Series, so they've had some time off, and I don't blame them for doing that. Obviously, with COVID being it is, I'm making these predictions without knowing what the test results are. So as we saw last time, Gerwin Price got axed by that, or got chopped by it. So again, Johnny Clayton and James Wade typically play some really, really great games. Surprising that this is the first game off, because maybe they look at James Wade's personality and go, I can't have that personality at the end of a night. But I think this will be the best game. I really do. So if you take a look at how they usually play against each other, the Masters game was fantastic, and they had a great one in the Premier League to start off. So, or the first block of games. It's going to be a tough one. I think Johnny's got the better scoring, and James obviously has the cleaner finishing. But James at the last piece, or the second phase of the Premier League, was dynamite. It's like he came back and said, enough of this. He had some really, really big wins and got himself into the top 4, where Johnny Clayton was the opposite. He was top 4 and then came down a little bit, but didn't play bad. Don't know where to go on this one, to be honest. Ty is probably the best pick, but I'm going to lead towards Johnny Clayton, and I'm going to see him or predict him to win 8-6. Next matchup, Jose de Souza, who had a fantastic Super Series against Gary Anderson, who didn't go to the Super Series, and really I was very close. I predicted him to get eliminated, and if Rob Cross could have got 1 point against him or Peter Wright, I think he's eliminated. So very close to being eliminated. He's saying he's struggling with his game. Don't doubt it. Jose de Souza is going to hit 180s for fun. He had a Super Series at the first event of the Super Series where I think he had 114 in the final. I mean, it was unplayable. If he gets like that and he starts hitting his doubles are pretty good in the Super Series, over 40%. So again, he likes to give away points, and he did against Gary in the first time. It's just you can't afford to give away points. So I like Jose to win this one. I think it'll be closer than really what it should be, but I've got Jose winning this one 8-5. Next matchup, Dimitri Van den Bergh against Michael van Gerwen. Dimitri Van den Bergh again went to the Super Series and kept it going. His floor game was really bad. He went to the Super Series, had a fantastic Super Series. Ended up second in money behind Dirk Van Dijvenbode, but played really, really well. His 180 hitting, he had 30 or 31 on the last day. Between him and Dirk Van Dijvenbode, that's 62 180s in one 7 matches at darts. That's insane. His scoring has been fantastic all the way through. We talked about his lack of, or big scores in the first 9 darts in the previous video. I think he's going to beat him. I think Dimitri Van den Bergh might wipe the map with him. Now, can you imagine saying this? Michael van Gerwen's going to get taken out to the woodshed. I think he's going to get taken out to the woodshed 3 straight games. Let's take a look at Michael van Gerwen's Super Series. He went to the Super Series. He didn't do very well. He lost to William Borland, Gino Voss, Simon Whitlock. His best result, if you take a look at the money list, he finished 36th on the money list, or tied for 36th. The following players had more money than him. Now, if you had a bet, like a bet Victor or whatever bet or whatever the odds would be, for Aaron Beeney to have more money on the Super Series than Michael Van Gerwen. Barry Van Peer had more money. Christian Kist, these are not tour car holders, had more money than Michael Van Gerwen. Alan Tabern, Jason Lowe, Raymond Van Barneveld, and he only played two days and had to played one game on the third game, had more money than Michael Van Gerwen. I've been talking on many videos about his posing and Hulk, Michael Van Hulk Gerwen. He thinks he's Hulk Hogan out there. I've told you in many videos, and I will keep telling you until maybe someone listens to me, that Michael Van Gerwen has absolutely no confidence. None whatsoever. He is struggling. He's going down a path. You know, oh, he's got his game. Yeah, he'll win. He hasn't won in 6 months. Peter Wright, he's in Michael Van Gerwen's in Peter Wright's head talking about no TV tournaments. Tell me which tournament he's going to win right now in this form. Yes, in the first block of series, he had, you know, a big average and a small average, and a big average and a small average. So he was inconsistent. So maybe he comes in and he fires a huge average today and wins. But maybe he doesn't. If you take a look at his averages in the Super Series, I believe he only had one game where he was over 100. I mean, he got Gary Blades, who hasn't won a match ever in his first round, like 3 times, I think. And I don't know what to say. But if you don't think Michael Van Gerwen is struggling, there's another thing coming for you. Now, keep in mind, this block of games will not also have crowds. I know the next block, the Premier League, which is really exciting, will have crowds. Do I think that'll change the dynamic? Yes, I think it will. Do I think Michael Van Gerwen will benefit from that? He probably will. Because he'll be playing players that might, you know, especially on a Premier with the pressure, like a Johnny Clayton, Dimitri Vandenberg, and Jose D'Souza wouldn't have faced that. Others would, so I don't see he's going to get the advantage there. But this first game is the most important game for Michael Van Gerwen because he's got the 2 guys that took him out to the woodshed in the first week, or the first block of games, Johnny Clayton and James Wade, waiting for him. I think there's a real concern in the Michael Van Gerwen camp, and I think he's going to get destroyed. I predicted my first, if everyone remembers when I picked up my 4, I said Michael Van Gerwen, Peter Wright, Jose D'Souza, and Johnny Clayton. I might not get any 4 of those right at this point. I don't think Michael Van Gerwen will finish in the top 4. I truly don't. So we'll see how he does today, but I'm picking Dimitri Vandenberg to beat him 8-4. Lots of confidence with Dimitri right now. The last game up, I think, will be another beauty. I don't think it'll be as good as the Clayton Wade game, but I think it'll be, you know, a good game. And they typically play good games against either Wright and Aspinall. Huge game for Peter Wright. Peter Wright loses this one, he's in trouble to make the top 4. Nathan Aspinall, a good win here, and he's really secured a nice advantage in finishing the top 4. I just like Peter Wright to win this one. Hopefully shows up with a good set of darts. He's been rested. He's probably been trying new darts at home. Hopefully he doesn't fire the zigzaggers. But if he fires what he normally does, the Diamond or the Element 11s or the World Championship darts, I think he'll take Nathan Aspinall here, and I've got that one to be an 8-5 game. So again, my picks, Johnny Clayton over James Wade 8-6, Jose D'Souza to beat Gary Anderson 8-5, Dimitri Vandenberg to beat Michael Van Gerwen 8-4, and Peter Wright to beat Nathan Aspinall 8-5. Hope everyone enjoys the darts, and we'll have a video to see how I did.